Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker, bockety bock.
No.
I love the way that you bockety bock.
Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker, bockety bock.
Is there more to the song?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
I love the way that you bockety bock.
Hey, No, I don't.
Oh, boy.
I honestly, is that it? Does it just repeat
I
over
don't
and
know.
over again?
Ask Barney.
That's so terrible. Guys, welcome to Real Awkward Podcast, the best dang podcast you heard today. My name's Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
And today's episode is all about whatever Ashley has on that piece of paper in front of her.
I told you what it's about.
I know, but my memory is as good as a dog's.
Okay.
Okay.
First of all, did anybody watch any movies this week?
Yes.
What'd you watch, sir?
I watched Christmas Vacation for 20 minutes before we turned it off.
Wow. Amanda, did you watch any movies this week?
No. The only thing we really have done this week is Chris started watching 30 Rock.
Oh, okay.
Like from the
that's
beginning?
Yeah, because that's one of my favorite shows, and he's never seen it. And, you know, I felt I have been watching Frasier, so I get to pick the show.
Fair.
And so I put on 30 Rock to like just see if he would like it, and he does. Like he laughs and stuff, but it's hard because like it's one of my favorite shows, but then to see certain jokes that they have, I'm like, ooh boy, like that.
Yeah, some of that stuff, it's tough, man. How old is that show? 10 years old or not?
More than that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
See, I feel like once you've had a decade, that's enough time to offend people.
Well, you know, back in the
enough
early
time,
2000s, it was okay to make jokes about trans people, and it was okay to make jokes about prostitutes.
All
and
of that stuff is like, that's a hot button now.
Yeah. And there's even a couple episodes where white actors are in blackface. And like in the show, it's not okay.
Right.
But just the fact that they went there at all, you're like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, they're towing the line back then, but it wasn't a big deal breaker. And now it'd be like canceled.
Well, you know, truthfully, it's never been okay. I mean, it's not funny to like be in blackface, but like I'm shocked that even in the early 2000s that they not only did it one time, I think they did it 3 different times.
Oh, on that show?
And it's like, okay. And like one of the characters is like having a dream, and Alec Baldwin plays Harriet Tubman, but he's not in blackface. It's just Alec Baldwin in like this old-timey clothing, and I think he has like a lantern. And it's like a dream, and it's stupid, and it's like funny, but it's like at least he's not in blackface.
Yeah.
But it's wild.
I did watch some of 30 Rock, but I think I just kind of got lost along the way. I don't think Andy ever watched it.
I think I've seen like a couple episodes, but I'm not a fan of Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I don't think he's funny at all. I can't get into him, so that's my issue.
Yeah.
I like him. I think it's a good mix of like kind of like it's a good mix of like kind of like I hate to say like smart humor, but also at the same time there's just as much like stupid humor that it has a good mix for me. But I can totally see how people wouldn't care for it.
Yeah.
Like
that was that because I mean he's just supposed to be like a famous actor, right? Like
his character is basically a famous actor who is kind like almost a has-been kind of thing.
Right.
And
yeah.
well, and you know, he's not reliable, he's not making good movies anymore, and they put him on a sketch show because the show needs to be saved, but his career needs to be saved. And it's basically Tina Fey and then ended up being Tina Fey and Alec Baldwin end up being like the main characters. And then all these other characters revolve around them while they're trying to put on an SNL style show.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I know. I've given it its due. I don't know if it's for me, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we've talked about this. Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
That's why I love the show Blockbuster on Netflix.
What?
Just
I thought you
kidding.
hated it.
I sure do. And if you're if you're listening to this for the first time, you have to go back and find the episode where I talked about it.
We're gonna just mention it on like every third episode.
Yeah.
Like, do not watch Blockbuster on Netflix.
Yeah, repeat. And Netflix, if you would like to sponsor us, then we love Blockbuster, the show.
Well, Netflix didn't make the Blockbuster show.
But they put it on their platform.
Yeah, it was just produced, and then they just promoted it, published it. What's it called?
Yeah,
distributed.
I still want to watch at least the first episode, but it's one of those ones where it's like I know it's not going to be good, so I'm not really in any rush.
So pilots are notoriously awful.
Yeah.
So
just
FYI, get the worst of the
every
worst.
single person I've ever talked to about it so far has also
They all feel
hated
the same
it.
way.
So
Oh, really?
So,
we're talking like the whole spectrum of
okay.
laugh. What's it called?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're going for.
Laughius.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Let's move on to the
Moving
next
on.
segment of the show.
So I feel like recently there's been a couple situations, and I don't remember the specific examples, but there's been a couple times, like in the last week, where I've said to Andy, like, man, 90s advertising at its finest. Because there are certain things that, like, we still quote and still remember from 90s advertising that, like, will never go away. But people now would be like, what the heck is that? Like,
Well, I'll tell you right
Agreed.
now.
Agreed.
If you walked up to any other 30-something and went head on, applied directly to the forehead, like they would know what you're talking about. But some like 18-year-old would be like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Tough acting, acting.
so think about some things in your head while I go over this. I'm kind of
Easy.
gonna ask you guys some questions.
Crossfire.
See if you can remember some stuff. Maybe you just save your examples for the end so you don't like spoil my list.
You told me to think about it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I said think. I didn't say speak.
Well, I speak out
But
loud.
also-
I mean, I think out loud.
That's
I
not-
speak and think out loud.
That's not on my list. So,
Okay.
can you guys sing the Zest soap jingle?
Zest soap.
You don't remember it?
Zest cleans better. Zest is better. Zest cleans your body. It's better for
Wait.
you in your life. Nope.
That's Mentos.
I know.
I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
I know. I started singing it, and I was like, one of them's gonna know what I'm talking about.
We
Mentos.
never used Zest soap.
No,
we
we
either
didn't
used
either.
Ivory or Irish Spring in our household.
Okay, well,
So-
Zest says you're not fully clean until you're Zest fully clean.
Oh, yep. I remember that
Now
one.
you remember?
I don't
Amanda,
think
you
I
don't
ever
remember
heard
that
that
one?
one.
Okay, get out.
You're not fully
invited.
clean unless you're Zest fully clean. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up on YouTube right now.
I just feel like Zest was too zesty. You know what I mean? Like for me, my dad would use Dial soap.
He
and-
still uses Dial.
and he uses it until it's almost gone. But then like the little tiny piece of soap that's left, he likes to just hoard those into a little corner and move on to the next
you know what you
Dial.
should do? Just melt them down
Yeah.
into a new bar of soap.
Yeah.
Oh, Amanda's watching it
Oh,
now.
she's doing.
Yeah,
the
sorry,
zest.
I'm watching the Zest
You're
ad.
catching the zest. And zest is what? Is zest gone now?
I don't know.
Kind of feel like zest is gone now.
Maybe.
I don't remember. You know what it
I'll
could
have to
be?
look next.
It's like it's just dollar store now. Like it's just like
Yeah.
I will say that I recognize the song, but like
yeah.
obviously I couldn't sing the song.
When you
I don't-
sang it though, I instantly was like, "Yep,
Yeah.
I remember that."
Yeah.
I don't think bar soap is still in fashion. You know what I mean? Like
Unless it's Dove.
there's so much different access to body wash and different
Yeah.
body cleansers that like I'm sorry, I refuse to use bar soap on my body. It dries me out and I will not use it.
I kind of feel like all those soaps used to dry us out, and everybody used them all the time.
They're
Now
all
we know
worse,
better.
though.
Yeah,
It's the
we do.
worst.
We've learned.
It's disgusting.
I don't remember this one, but do you remember who said we do chicken right?
Tyson.
No.
No. I don't know.
I only know Tyson as a chicken manufacturer.
KFC.
Oh.
I thought their whole
No.
thing was finger looking good.
Well, they had more than one.
I thought it was. You want a $5 Philip box? Isn't that right, Philip?
I think that's too modern.
I just know when they changed their advertising where they had a new colonel every week and it was just a different celebrity.
That was
I
funny.
loved that. 'Cause,
That was
like one time
wonderful.
wasn't
Norm
it Jim
Macdonald.
Gaffigan?
Yeah, it was
Yes.
Gaffigan. It was Daryl Hammond. There was
I think they even had Reba McEntire.
yeah, I was gonna say they had they had a couple girls do it
Yeah.
too. Yep.
I think it's
But-
funny.
No, that marketing was pretty swell, but I don't remember the what's it called? We Do It Right?
We do chicken right.
We do chicken right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What cereal is or has the taste you can see?
Oh wait. It's
Is
like,
that Cocoa Puffs or
it's textured because it's like opens it up and you see the
And it's like,
texture.
I don't know
Cinnamon
any
Toast
of
Crunch?
these.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Taste you can see.
Oh, I remember that now.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Sugar Makers. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bakers.
All right.
His name's Wendell.
Yeah. I
Oh
know.
yeah, we learned that on a different episode.
Yeah. Oh, I've
Our
learned
cereal
it about 12
episode.
times
Yep.
in my life.
And there used to be 3 and it just went down to 1. It was 3 chefs because they were competing with Snap
Pop.
Crackle Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rice Krispies. Amanda, what should you do with head on?
Apply directly to the forehead.
No. That's wrong.
Oh yeah, we need to say it 5 times. Head on.
3
Apply
times.
directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Head on.
Dude.
Directly to the forehead. Classic.
That was
Dude,
they had to
I feel
remove
like-
that because it's just a bunch of dick jokes now.
Oh.
Yep.
ABC, I feel like ABC used to play that ad so much. I don't know why, but I felt like whenever we would be watching like Channel 4, like Jeopardy,
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune, the head on
Yeah.
commercial would
I feel
come
like it
on.
was also like in between like supermarket sweep and like shop till you drop. I
Yeah.
remember that a lot. What product is so cool they're hot?
Hot Pockets.
No.
Pop Tarts.
What is the Hot Pocket slogan, by the way?
Hot
Hot
Pockets.
Pockets.
No, that's no.
Oh. I don't remember the
I don't
actual
remember.
slogan
Something
to
like
Hot Pockets.
which one will you choose or something like that?
Oh,
What's the other
I genuinely
option?
didn't know Hot Pocket
between-
had a
Which flavor?
thing.
honey?
I just thought it was Hot Pocket.
Between 2 different flavors. It wasn't
Yeah.
like the other guys over here like, I'm Warm Pocket, choose me. I don't know what that is then.
Oh, I
What-
forgot.
Yeah, what you said.
Pop Tarts.
Oh, I did say Pop Tarts.
I wasn't listening.
What
Maybe
was
I'll
their
have
slogan?
to record it back. I thought I said Hot Pockets, and I was like, "Oh no, it's probably Pop
Maybe
Tarts."
that's why I didn't respond to you.
But maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't say that out loud, like I was supposed
Wait.
to.
What's happening? So wait, hold on.
Pop
What's
Tarts
their-
are so cool. They're hot.
Oh,
They are cool.
they are cool.
Do you eat your Pop Tarts cold, or do you eat them warmed up?
I eat them right out of the package.
Me
I
too.
don't.
So do I.
I've heard some people say it's blasphemy to like
Yeah.
eat them cold, and I'm like, I never put it in the toaster.
And then, do you know some
No.
people eat them out of the freezer?
Yeah,
Frozen?
I think that's like psychotic.
Why would
Like,
you do that? Like that's like an
Absolutely
ice cube,
not.
then, right?
I don't want a frozen treat for breakfast.
Not
No.
that way. You know that
I-
shit's not going to be like. You have to have the ooey gooey, so I understand toasting it.
I will toast them occasionally, but
Yeah.
usually right out of the package. Here's my question about Pop Tarts. Do you just eat it right like just as it goes, or do you like eat the border around the outside first?
Oh no, I rip the border off like toast, get rid of that crust, and then I just have the good stuff.
I break mine in half and eat it from the inside out.
I eat the border first because that's my favorite part. And
like
then
the
Least favorite
border?
part.
I love the border. And then I eat the inside.
It gets stuck in the
I
roof of my
usually
mouth.
eat the inside and sometimes the sides, but then at the end I'll just like throw it away.
You don't even eat the crust?
No, that's like eating
What?
pie crust.
Yeah, your
Like,
favorite part is the part we trash.
yeah.
It's like
What?
people that cut off crust in bread, and they're like, "Do you like the crust on bread?"
Depends what kind of bread it is, but
Yeah, okay.
I've
Girl,
never
you know
been
you've
like a
eaten Uncrustables.
yeah. I do have an unabashed love of Uncrustables, but if it was just a frozen sandwich, I'd eat it. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I was never that kid that was like, oh, no crust.
Can't handle the crust.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay,
Okay, finish this.
easy.
After these messages,
We'll be right back. Boom.
I don't.
I don't know if that's the tune.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Oh, I was off.
We'll be right back.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
You don't remember
What?
that, Amanda?
No, what channel was that?
Is that PBS?
I don't remember what it was.
Because we didn't have like extended cable for a long time.
Yeah,
don't
it
think
could
we
have been only on the expensive cable.
Yeah, Rich Kid Network.
I feel like it was like Saturday morning cartoons. Like,
Oh, it could have been, but there was only 3 options: PBS, Fox, or Disney. Well,
I
and
don't know.
Nickelodeon. And Nickelodeon. So
I don't know. Somebody tell us. What's for dinner?
milk. I don't know why that's funny. Just like a glass of milk and a kid sitting there like, Mom, again? It's beef.
Beef.
It's what's for dinner.
Beef.
I know that one.
I need some beef in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Because
just the tip.
just
That's the best part.
it is.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Life Alert.
Yeah,
No.
Life Alert. What?
What?
It wasn't called Life Alert.
Oh.
What was it called?
It's called Life Call.
Oh.
I had to write it down because I'm like, I swear that was Life Alert.
It must have changed.
Mandela effect.
It must have changed.
Well, Life Alert
Call?
is
Life
the
Call.
brand. I mean, Life Alert is a brand.
Yeah.
I wonder if Life Call is possibly like owned by Life Alert or
Or they just rebranded
yeah.
later.
I don't know.
I'll tell you-
And I can't get
I
up. But I
will-
remember it's an old
It's
lady and she's like
classic.
reaching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
she's
will
in
tell
her
you-
90.
My grandma had that and it really worked.
My
Oh.
grandma had
Like-
it. She never used it.
Yeah.
My grandma had to use it like twice and you press the button and they'll call your phone like immediately. And then if you don't answer, they immediately call the police. Like
oh, I see. Okay.
My grandma was
Um,
like, I didn't want to bother anybody. So she spent like 12 hours on the floor trying to pull herself up.
That's so messed
Oh my
up,
God.
dude. That's so messed up. Stubborn grandparents. But yeah, that one was like the first time that I remember like some infomercials because that ad went on long. Like that wasn't just
Yeah.
like a 15-second
Yeah.
spot.
I feel like it could still be on.
It
Like,
probably
I think
is.
I
It
didn't put
is.
this on my list, but like the clapper,
Oh
the
yeah.
old lady hands,
Oh yeah.
the
the flappy, like,
Like no one
and
claps
so
like
out
that.
of rhythm too.
Yeah.
Like,
The
When
clapper.
I love how everyone's like, oh, I would never ever use that. That's so lazy. And now
Oh, we
they're
had
like,
one. It was
hey
great.
Google, turn my lights off.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, go
I
fuck
know.
yourself. That's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
Freaking everyone's chastised back then.
The oldest commercials I remember, like the farthest I can remember back, obviously there was toy commercials, but the infomercials I remember the most were the Life Alert, the clapper, and then chia.
Oh,
Like-
yeah,
Yeah.
those ones. Wait, so
And
is
I loved a chia pet.
the clapper on your list?
no.
Clap on.
Clap off. Clap on, clap
Clap
off.
off.
The
The
clapper.
Yeah. And you know that those worked because they're seared into our memory.
Oh yeah.
They worked. They did work.
Yep. Same thing like Amanda was saying with chia.
Yeah.
Chia.
My parents got me a chia pet once because for Christmas I asked for a chi straightener. They thought they were funny.
Yeah.
It ain't fucking funny.
They ain't
Also,
funny.
no kid in the history of kids really wanted a chia pet because once they realized what they had to do with it, they're like, no. I have to
I-
grow plants.
I
You know, you just buy a
loved-
bag of chia seeds.
I loved my chia pets.
You did?
Just throw-
You actually
yes.
did it and made him look good?
I had a dinosaur,
Oh,
and I would do him a lot. And then I had Garfield.
A dinosaur with hair.
It was like his body.
Okay. Okay.
But I've seen one that's like a zombie hand, but like the ground that the hand is coming out of is the chia pet.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I was
That's
like, okay,
better.
that's cute.
That is better.
Are they still around?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
I
they're
think the
not
ones that
I'm
are-
getting you one for Christmas.
they're not advertising like they used to then.
I think the ones that are funny are like where it looks like the person's actual hair, like Albert Einstein or like
Yeah.
George Washington.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I think are funny.
I just don't want to have to work for my entertainment.
Well, see, those are the only houseplants I could ever keep alive.
I wonder if they were like super seeds. So it's like they don't need that much water.
No, they're just chia seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which commercial featured Macho Man Randy Savage?
Oh.
Slap into a Slim Jim.
So
yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's funny is they had two different commercials because there was Macho Man and then the actual Slim Jim, who
Yes.
was like a superhero almost type of
Yeah.
thing. And I remember both advertisements. I remember Macho Man being like, snap to a Slim Jim. And then I remember when it was that guy, at the end of it, he'd be like, eat me.
Well, I think that
He would
I
like
think,
at the end of the commercial, he'd
Yes.
be like, eat me.
I think that the Macho Man Randy Savage ads were the early 90s because I feel like the Slim Jim guy, his ads were like late to early 2000, like late 90s, early 2000s. Because
You
I
don't think
feel
that
like
they actually shared the ad space?
they might have. But did I tell you that one day I still want to be Macho Man Randy Savage for Halloween?
Uh-huh.
I want to do it at work, and I want to buy like the little the little packs of Slim Jims and like hand them out to people.
That's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, Macho Man is like straight up on almost all the Slim Jim advertisements if you just type in Slim Jim ads. But
I'm sure
then,
it's the most iconic.
yeah, this Eat Me guy, like, he has like a Slim Jim beef stick on top of his head.
Yeah, it's like his hair.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
feel like
him.
that was like when MTV was really popular. Like,
It's like, let's do the outrageous
yeah.
character.
Because early 2000s, like late 90s, early 2000s, everything was extreme.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Speaking of extreme, what is the Surge slogan? Do you remember?
Have a heart attack before you're 30.
Come on,
Shit,
Amanda. You got
shit,
it.
I know this. I know this.
You have to know this. It's like your wheelhouse.
She's Googling it.
I don't remember.
No, I'm not.
Surge.
I'm not. I was thinking about it.
Surge.
I don't know it.
Better than Mountain Dew.
Feed the Rush.
Damn it. I was gonna say
Rush.
it's like feed something. It's
So
like
so Surge's whole thing was that they were like, we've got the most caffeine ever in a
Yeah.
soft drink, right?
Yeah.
yeah, they were like Mountain Dew's for pussies.
Yeah. I know that they still sell Surge as well.
So obviously they had a huge campaign to bring it back, and they did bring it back, and in my opinion, it tasted almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're still canning it, or they do. You can like buy it as a distributor.
Okay.
But last thing I knew, Burger King like exclusively had it in their soda machines.
Oh, interesting. Now, Surge though, were they Pepsi or Coke?
Coke,
Coke. Okay,
because it was
couldn't
a
be
direct
Pepsi.
competitor.
yeah,
It was a direct competitor to Mountain
Yeah.
Dew.
Right. But there's never been another one, right? There's
No,
never-
so-
Rush.
Well, so
Dr. Mountain.
Dr.
wait,
Thunder.
Dr. Pepper. Oh, Dr. Thunder.
So, after Surge, Coca-Cola released Vault,
Oh.
and that was
okay.
supposed to be their next like high
Yeah.
energy soda. And
Right.
honestly, I thought Vault was delicious. I thought it was as close to Surge as we were ever gonna get.
Yeah.
And I don't think it tasted too terribly different from Surge.
And then didn't
But-
Pepsi come out with Jolt?
Well, so Jolt is its own thing. Jolt's still its
Oh,
own
really?
Like
thing.
Jolt Cola.
Huh.
Jolt Cola, and
Alright.
so Vault went away too. And I didn't think Vault was that bad.
I
Yeah.
forgot about Vault.
But it is interesting that they haven't been able to compete in the Mountain Dew space.
Well, Coke has Mellow Yellow.
Oh,
But
I
it's
guess
more-
that is the closest thing they have.
It's more grapefruity.
Yeah, I feel like it's
Yeah.
more like Squirt.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
not bad, but it has
Squirt's a lot more pungent.
Yes, but Squirt has no caffeine, where Mellow Yellow does have caffeine.
Okay.
Well, you can't
And-
really have a pungent drink and call it mellow yellow.
Yeah.
Does this one have biting taste? No, sir. This is mellow.
This is for mellow. But honestly, I think that Mountain Dew has such a I hate to get all weird about it, but like Mountain Dew is such like a stronghold in its own flavor
Yeah.
Like, I think that their best option is to make something else and not to try to compete.
What is Mountain Dew's flavor?
Citrus. It's like bold citrus.
Okay.
Because
Because I like Squirt, but that's grapefruit, right?
They call it like a lemon lime. Like,
Do they?
Yeah, so, yeah, I
Because
think
it
it's
doesn't
like
taste
a...
like a Sprite or a 7-Up.
No, I think Mountain Dew is supposed to be like limey citrus.
But
Let me ask
really
Google.
sweet, though. But it's really sweet
Yeah.
compared to Sprite or 7-Up. Those don't taste as sweet. It's
So,
a sweet one.
Original Mountain Dew is a citrus flavored soda. The soft drink is unique in that it includes a small amount of orange juice. While some have compared Mountain Dew to lemon lime soda, it is largely distinct and unique from them and has spawned many imitators of its own. So, originally Mountain Dew was supposed to be like, I don't know if it was moonshine or whiskey or what, but Mountain Dew was originally created to be like a chaser or a mixer for like grain alcohol.
Interesting. Okay.
I've heard that.
And so I don't know exactly what flavor it is, but like, all the different limited edition flavors they come out with, it's always like like Pitch Black would be like a citrus soda with grape flavor.
Yeah.
Or Code Red is a citrus soda with added cherry flavor.
Right.
And so it's always say they're like a citrus.
I don't remember. Like, I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew back in the day, but I don't have it hardly at all anymore.
I'm currently drinking a Baja Blast.
Well, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me reel that back a little bit. If I go to Taco Bell, I'm getting a Baja Blast. So yes, I guess I do drink.
But like regular Mountain Dew?
Just regular Mountain Dew. I don't have it in the house very often. I'm way more of a cola guy than I am the Mountain Dew or the Sprite.
I don't like Mountain Dew. There, I said it.
I don't like Mountain Dew.
Moving
9
on.
times. The only reason I choose Coke is if they don't have Mountain. The only time I choose Coke is if they don't have Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew.
No, Mountain Dew is tasty, but even out of the tap, that was weird.
God, that's the dream.
No, out of fountain drink Mountain Dew is probably my jam.
I don't like Mountain
Okay,
Dew.
sorry. Okay, back to your 90s advertising.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a center? Oh my God.
Tootsie
How
Pop.
many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Three.
Why do you sound like a vampire?
Because that's what the owl sounds like.
1,
goes, one, a two,
2,
three, 3. He does. He rolls his R.
Yeah. Well,
At
he
the
sounds like a regal
Yes,
professor.
he doesn't sound like a
Not
vampire.
like a vampire.
A one,
Well,
two.
I still see that commercial
three.
on, actually.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's wonderful, and it like
That
has
owl's
the
a
same
dick.
Animation style as Red Bull. Like
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Red Bull commercials.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Everyone's like, what?
Oh, those commercials don't make any sense, by the way. If you
they sure
watch the
don't.
animations, the
They're
story doesn't.
stupid.
You're like, what?
It's more like Red Bull gets you high.
Red.
Like,
I mean, accurate.
Do you know we have so much more heart disease now because energy drinks were introduced?
I believe
Oh,
it.
I drink one every day.
Oh,
when
my
I have
goodness,
a heart
dude.
attack,
Yeah.
I know why.
That's gonna be freaking Red Bull.
Dude, I mean, I have high anxiety and I drink an energy drink. I don't need it.
That's sorry. What? Oh yeah, Tootsie Roll or Tootsie Pop. Tootsie Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's. I mean, there's some kids though, right? I would even say maybe because the commercial is on every now and again, but most youngins aren't watching television. So I wonder if you said that to somebody who was like 20 or under, if they would even know.
I don't think they would get the reference. They would think you're just asking how many licks it takes.
And they're like, "What's a Tootsie Pop?" And then you strangle them.
I mean, I think they're gross, but
I like them.
I don't
Wait.
like a Tootsie Roll. So as soon as like the Tootsie Roll like starts to poke through, I'm like, we're done here.
So you're more of just a lollipop
Just a dumb
fan.
kind of girl.
Yeah, and
just a
Yeah.
dumb girl.
totally. And even like a blow pop, like I hate the texture of like when the gum starts to erode through the lollipop. I hate the texture of that. And so as soon as that happens, I'm like, we're done with this as well.
It's
Like-
I
always
hate when it gets soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's always bothered me that there's that line ridge around all the lollipops.
Cuts your tongue.
yeah,
over
right.
your
Yes.
It
mouth.
gets very
You
sharp.
can't do the in and out action.
No.
It's like just make it a ball, bro. You don't need the technology's there. We don't need the
Yeah.
seam anymore.
They're keeping their costs low.
We have an issue,
Hey,
especially
growing
with a
up-
blow pop like Amanda was talking about. They're the worst.
Growing up, did you guys have like a candy store or grocery store that would accept the star
Yep.
on the
Yes.
Tootsie Roll
I
Pop
feel like
wrapper?
we talked about this on another episode
Yep.
because Andy was talking about how he would turn it in.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Well,
candy.
it's
we had
a
a candy
myth.
episode early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the whole like
Well, it wasn't
star
like
thing,
sponsored by the company.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the it wasn't ever like a real Tootsie Roll thing. Like I think some people probably just honored it, but I remember it would like when we were kids, it was like, oh my god, you got the star, and then it's like, oh, that means nothing.
It was wait, it was just the pattern of the paper, and every now and again the cut would be just right that
Yeah.
it would be there, right?
Yes,
And not on others. So I find that to be really interesting that I mean they were probably ma and pa shops or smaller gas stations or whatever that honored it, but talk about a good marketing ploy for them. It's like, dude, get people to buy candy. They'll hope that they win something. It's the same
Yeah.
reason why there was the buy one get one free on the Coke or 20-ounce free on the Cokes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You wanted to hope people came in and bought one in hopes of getting a free one. That is all.
Do you remember where you were in September of 1993? Do you remember what they called the release date of Mortal Kombat? The Vigia game?
Oh,
Apparently, it was a huge marketing push.
I feel
I-
bad
I-
that I don't know.
Didn't
this.
they? I think they call. I'm probably wrong, but I know there was some kind of campaign where they said like this is the most violent game. Like they leaned into how violent it was.
September of 93.
You would have been
I don't care what my age
9
was.
years old.
I was gonna say
I'm
I would have
just
been like
saying.
Would you be
5.
playing Mortal
so-
Kombat at 9 years old?
I probably was, yeah, because I played on my Genesis because that version, I think that version had blood.
It
and
did.
The Super Nintendo didn't.
Yeah.
So I was playing it on that one. And it's the first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
I thought you were
like,
gonna ask us about September 11th.
the realm.
I was
realm.
gonna be like, oh god.
This is 90s.
I don't know, dude. Get over here, day. I don't know.
Mortal Monday.
Oh, Mortal.
Oh,
Monday.
that's fucking cool.
I bet getting that game or just even advertising with it was so fun from their.
Oh heck yeah.
That's two separate things I'm about to talk about. But their marketing team must have had a blast with just Mortal Kombat in general. It's like, yeah, dude, just go do extreme, crazy, bloody ads for these 7 characters that kill each other in a game. And then as a consumer, you were like, what is this incredible game? Like, what is this chaos? Who are these ninjas? Like, this blood? Like, I even just talking about it now, Mortal Kombat was incredible. And, I mean, arcades then to the console, freaking stoked. So awesome.
Freaking
Mortal
stoked.
Monday. I would need a Mountain Dew now.
Do you remember the song? Can you sing, please? The song for Bagel Bites?
Oh, I thought you said Mortal Kombat. I was excited.
I was about to be
We
like,
all know.
there's 2 words.
We all know.
Dun it, dun it.
Bagel Bites.
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Classic.
And then guitar solo.
Do you know?
And then in comes Mom with Bagel Bites on a plate.
Oh, Mom, awesome.
Do you know that you could eat bagel or pizza anytime you want? It didn't
Did
have to
you
be
know
on
that
a
I've
bagel.
never had Bagel Bites?
You've
You
never had 'em?
haven't?
Uh-uh.
Honestly,
Okay. Truthfully,
They're okay.
they're nostalgia delicious.
Yeah.
I think they need more sauce. So
yeah, I
That's
agree
kind of
with
like-
Amanda. It's
I've always
too bready.
imagined that the bagel is just too dense.
it's very dense. Do not make them in a microwave. If you ever buy them, cook them in the oven.
Okay. That was my problem.
the micro. Well, you cook everything in the microwave.
Yeah.
The microwave makes the bread really like spongy and hard,
Yeah.
but cooking them in the oven keeps the bread crispy. But like have marinara on the side to like dip.
Yeah, I do remember that they're not bad. Like the flavor's okay, but I 100% would go pizza rolls all day over.
And yes, as I've gotten older, okay, well here's what it is. Pizza rolls are delicious. But did you ever see the TikTok or the internet video where they like cook pizza rolls and then toss them in like garlic, parmesan, and butter and then eat them?
No, but that sounds incredible.
It's the only way I'll eat pizza rolls anymore. So
That does sound.
I
way
have
better.
them. Okay, I'm setting it up for you. Put them in the air fryer. Okay, air frying. And then melt like, I don't know, an inch of butter. I don't measure. Measure with your heart. Like melt it and then add in, like they did garlic powder, but I just do real garlic. Real garlic and then like, the shaker Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Like a fuck ton of that. Stir that all up. And then when they come out, dump them right into the melted butter and like toss it all around. And then usually I add more Parmesan cheese. Incredible. Like
Ooh,
incredible.
it sounds
It's-
awesome.
Because they're crispy, right? So they suck up the butter, but then they have Parmesan cheese and shit. It's like an elevated experience. I can't go back.
You know the
to
problem
regular
with pizza
pizza
rolls,
rolls.
though? So are you baking them, right?
Air fry, baby.
Okay.
said.
Okay. I am microwaving them all the time. And the problem is you have the spectrum of this shit's still frozen or
This
I
is
don't
bursting
I
out.
don't have a roof
Yeah.
of my mouth anymore.
So
Like,
I think
yeah.
the main issue that we've figured out here with Andy and food is that you use the microwave and you shouldn't, especially when it comes to pizza items.
Yeah.
Why?
I shouldn't use the microwave like I'm a 10-year-old child.
I mean, there's a time and a place for the microwave. Pizza ain't it.
Okay, fair
All right.
enough.
Do you guys remember this commercial on the topic of pizza? Guy number 1 says, "Do you have any last words?"
Oh, yep.
Guy number 2 says, "No." Guy number 1 says, "What would you like on your tombstone?" Guy number 2
Oh.
says,
Pepperoni. Cheese.
"And cheese."
Yes.
I was gonna say, like, I remember that it was like the Tombstone ad.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember.
Aren't they in like a firing line? Like he's about to like be
He has
executed?
him he has him like tied up. They're like
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
horses.
Oh,
and he has
okay.
him tied up.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say I thought he was about to be hung.
Yeah.
So, or
I
hanged,
feel like
whatever.
there's probably more than one version of this
Probably.
commercial. But yeah, the whole like, what do you want on your tombstone?
Also, Tombstone's better than Red Bear and Fight Me.
Agreed. There's no fight there.
Tombstone's better than. Yeah, I would say so. I agree with you.
Well, then I guess nobody's gonna fight me.
Nope. What was more fun than a pillow fight?
Sock 'em boppers. Sock 'em boppers.
Is that what it is?
Yes and no.
Oh.
More fun than a
They're
pillow
called
fight.
soccer boppers.
Amanda just like went out of the Matrix.
Is this another Mandela
Is that what they
effect?
were called in the 90s?
Soccer boppers.
I thought it was sock 'em boppers because you
Nope.
sock 'em.
Soccer boppers. Google it. Amanda's like, no, I don't believe you.
I'm not gonna, but I don't know.
Soccer.
Wild.
Yeah, SOCKER, not like soccer ball.
I don't like it.
Sorry to burst your bubble. Ding.
I always wanted those.
Is that
Sorry.
an ad?
Yeah, do you remember?
Ding ding.
San Francisco treat.
Rice-a-roni.
It was just ding ding.
Ding ding.
right? Am I
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, it says San Francisco treat, and then the
Yeah.
trolley goes.
Ding, ding.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Did that
Dude,
go
we
away?
eat rice-a-roni once a week. I fucking love rice-a-roni.
Is Rice-A-Roni still
I think
popular?
it's still around, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm paying somebody's salary. I literally eat chicken rice at least once a week. It's
There's
my
like
favorite.
one Rice-A-Roni like plant left somewhere.
And they just
in
have my
Middle
picture, and
America.
they're like,
Hey, Miss Campbell's ordering a couple other packages. Get the
Well,
conveyor
Lincoln-
rolling again.
Lincoln loves rice, and so I make it for him. And then, honestly, they're like Mexican, like Spanish rice. It's really good.
Oh yeah, you're not a big like flavored rice fan though, right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't
I-
like flavored rice.
I don't eat a ton of rice, but lately we've been buying like the microwavable cups where you like to add the water, like the Easy Mac, and that's perfect because it's just a cup of it. So like, it's enough for me to have a little bit, and then Lincoln eats it, and it's like perfect.
Yeah.
My parents used to make some various version of chicken and rice like frequently, and I used to call it chicken junk because
Yeah.
I think it's disgusting.
Okay.
So I was never happy when they were like, "Oh yeah, we're making this," and I'm like, "Oh, chicken junk then." Okay.
Yeah, we always had some form of like chicken with a sauce over rice,
Yeah, no thanks.
and
I need my rice to be not moist. Like I don't want it like saucy.
You don't like
Yeah.
wet rice.
It's like it's almost a mush rice.
You need
I don't.
dry rice.
No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Which commercial featured kids finding creative ways to ask their parents for this subscription?
Nickelodeon magazine.
Yeah.
I was never a Nick kid, so I have no idea.
See,
Can
keep
I-
forgetting. I always
can
think
I-
you were Nick. Kid.
No, I was a Disney kid.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah. Did you
I
have
had
it?
the
Did you
I
have
had
it?
the Nickelodeon magazine until I was like 14.
Yeah.
Owning
Until
it.
they stopped making it.
That's rad.
I don't give a shit. It was awesome.
They're like,
um,
it's digital print only now.
I would ask for it for Christmas every single year because my mom would get us like a magazine subscription for Christmas. And Megan would always want like 17 or Cosmo or something. And I was always like, Nickelodeon. Like,
I love it.
because it just had like comics and like little silly it had like coloring pages and comics and like recipes on how to make stuff that looked like it was from Nickelodeon.
Got it.
And no, honestly, half the comic book half the magazine was comics.
That's cool.
Yeah. I always liked it. And they would usually be some kind of coupon for like Toys R Us. And they would always like review games and movies and stuff coming out. I fucking loved that.
I would have loved that magazine,
I
but
bet
I
you
didn't
would
even know
have.
it existed
It was
because
awesome.
I was gummy bears
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
And here's Amanda the badass with her Nickelodeon magazine.
She's like, get fucked.
Give me my magazine, Mom.
Finish this. There's no wrong way to eat a blank.
There's no wrong way to eat a. How does it? I know it, right?
I thought you were gonna go crass with that.
I thought so too. I thought the
that's
same
I
true.
was
thing.
waiting for it.
A kielbasa.
I don't know this one.
I actually wonder if they
know
still
it.
use this slogan.
I know it. There's no wrong way to eat.
I was gonna say a Snickers, but
It is Snickers.
I don't know.
You're in the right realm.
There's no wrong way to eat a.
What are the various ways to eat a Snickers?
that's what I mean. Oh,
one
is
way
it
to eat a Snickers.
Reese's? Is it
Yes.
Reese's?
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, Reese's. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Reese's.
I always loved their Halloween ads because like it would always be some kind of monster eating it, and then the vampire ones were always cute because like the vampire would like sink his teeth into it.
It's just 2 bite marks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's, but then I could see a wrong way to eat a Reese's.
What's
like,
the wrong way to eat a Reese's?
So, like if you, so
Andy's
you know,
about to describe the way I eat a Reese's, probably.
this will be really funny. So, do you guys know what a rim job is? So let's just hear me out. I know this is
What?
going to ruin Reese's for people. So you know how a Reese's peanut butter cup is harder on the edge and sometimes really soft in the center?
Mm-hmm.
I know, and I've seen people before, they like stick their tongue out and like pierce the center and then take a bite.
Is that wrong?
And like, or they'll like lick through the center until they get to the harder section. Yeah, it seems weird. I call it the rim job, and it's very uncomfortable to watch someone eat a Reese's that way.
Okay, I don't do that.
Make it wrong.
Because you do it, don't
No,
you?
I don't.
Ash is like, I tongue the shit out of those things.
I like bite the outside off, and then
Yeah.
I peel the chocolate off the top and the bottom, eat that, and then I eat the peanut butter as a disc.
I feel like it all depends on the size of the Reese's.
Yeah.
Because there's
Yeah.
like the Reese's miniatures, and
Yeah.
then there's like the Reese's cups, but then there's also like the bigger cups.
Yeah, no, the little baby ones, I just eat the whole thing. And then on the regular size cups, I still eat the outside, but then I usually just eat the middle. But like on the Christmas trees or the big ones or the big
I throw it in the
big
garbage.
cups. Oh man. Okay, the big cups, I like push the middle out and I don't eat the chocolate around
With
the
your
outside
tongue.
because there's so much chocolate. Ew, no.
I am straight up missionary style on this one, dude. I just take a
go
bite.
right in.
I hold it with my index finger and my thumb, and I take a bite like a normal person eating a cookie. Then I put it down.
I
But
feel like I break mine in half. and then
oh,
eat each
it sometimes, especially the original cups, sometimes they're a little too big to where you you feel like you can't. If you shove the whole thing in your mouth, you're like, that's too much peanut butter and chocolate.
half. Or sometimes the outside texture can be too crumbly, so if you just go for it from the edge,
every time.
it's just everywhere.
If you open one of those up, expect chocolate on your shirt every
Sprinkles.
time.
Chocolate.
I'll be
sprinkles.
honest with you, like if Reese's sold like just like a package with just a disc of peanut butter in it, that's what I would
eat
buy.
it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Do you remember? Tell me what this is from. Bob, we out a baby eats a boy.
It's Bob. They had a baby. It's a boy. It's the long distance calling, right? Or
1-800-COLLECT.
You know
That's
what's funny?
it.
It's not.
What?
It's a Geico commercial.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What?
He just calls.
Oh,
and he
but they're
goes,
making
it's a collect call.
They're making fun of collect calls because they cost so much. So he's
Exactly.
doing it fast.
It's a Geico commercial.
So if you're struggling with
I'm
money
sorry.
like that, try Geico. All right.
Geico has so many different ads.
Yeah.
Like-
right. I didn't even know Geico was that much of a player in the game back then.
Oh, they have some pretty old commercials that
yeah.
you'd be surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they do Caveman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Have a
And
lot
they
of
had the
classic
stack
ones.
they had the stack of money with eyeballs.
Oh, that's right.
And then
Stupid.
they have the gecko.
Yep.
Okay, I got a couple more. Who shot Alexander Hamilton in that famous duel?
I don't
Aaron
know.
Burr?
Aaron Burr.
I don't understand the reference.
What was that
You don't
from?
remember that?
What was it from?
It was a milk commercial. This guy is sitting down and eating peanut butter.
Oh, I do remember that.
And he's got these huge pictures behind him, like portraits of Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. And he's listening to the radio, and they're like, all right, we've got our next caller. Like, here's your trivia question. And he takes a bite of his peanut butter, and they go, who shot Alexander Hamilton in that famous duel? And he's like calling, and he like can't clear his mouth, and he's like, Aaron Burr. And they're like, I'm sorry, sir, we cannot understand you.
I remember
Aaron
that.
Burr. And then they were like, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go to the next caller. And he's like, Aaron Burr.
I don't think I've ever
It's
seen
a milk
that.
commercial.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
That's so funny.
He
You
eats
guys
too
remember,
much
'cause
peanut butter.
In my family, that one was like classic.
I do remember that now that you say it.
I was like, are we doing a history lesson?
You're like, I think you got the right answer.
I know.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
It's my money.
And I need it now.
Call JG Wentworth. 877
877
cash
cash now.
Stupid.
I loved
Dude,
the.
those
I always loved
lawyer
the opera
commercials are
one.
Terrible.
Like the when they were doing the opera, I was like, if you have an annuity and you need cash now.
You know when it's a Pacific Northwest thing, but we had an insurance agency called Vern Fonk, And their commercials were probably the stupidest commercials
They
ever.
were cringy.
But people remembered it because it was honk when you drive by
Remember
Vern
to honk
Fonk.
when you drive by Vern Fonk.
And then they probably told them
Mm-hmm.
you can't say that anymore because we're having accidents on the freeway as they see your building.
Yeah. Well, the commercials that I remember were Vern Fonk and then the Carpet Sense.
Oh, Flynn.
I'm Flynn at Carpet
Yeah.
Sense.
Oh,
one
we also have another one.
Abby
Do you know?
Carpet Store.
no better place to buy your floors. You'll love Abby Carpet.
Yeah, that one. But also Tom Shane.
Oh my God.
Tom Shane, walking at the quad, I-5 and
The
5-4.
Shane Company. Now
Sunday
you have a
till
friend
8.
in the diamond business. In Tacoma, I-5 south the South Center Mall, or in Linwood off I-5 or I-405 east of Alderwood Mall. Open weeknights till 8, Saturday and Sunday till 5, or online at shaneco.com.
And now his son's doing it. And it's not as good.
Oh, they
Not as
changed
good.
it?
Yeah, his son came in and he does not have the I'm Tom Shane voice.
Oh.
He just sounds like a normal
The-
dude.
The one ad that I thought you guys would talk about is Scruff McGruff, Chicago,
Oh.
Illinois, 60652.
Take a bite out of crime.
I loved Scruff McGruff. Oh my God.
Dude, there was hella good stuff like forget Only You Can Prevent Forest Fires, Smokey the
Oh.
Bear, and like
That was a good one.
there was some it was like character driven or extreme or crazy in the 90s to get you to remember this stuff, and we remember a lot of it. And I mean, you probably just touched the surface.
Oh, of course.
Right?
And
Oh.
I was surprised at how much is food advertising. Like
Yep.
the majority of it.
Well, and the ones that we remember are the ones with the catchiest jingles. Like, because the who wears short shorts. There's like
Nair.
Nair for
Oh,
short
that's
shorts.
right.
Oh my
And
God.
all of the ones that you can kind of like, like,
Yeah, if you're bobbing your head, I'm buying that.
yeah,
Who's buying that? Well, Ash, thank you for doing that research.
that was
I'm
cool.
delighted.
Super 90s of you.
Super.
Now let's go get some Surge and eat some Reese's peanut butter cups
Sure.
and take a bite out of crime.
In our short shorts.
Amanda, where can people come and tell us about their favorite 90s commercials and ads and flavorful fads?
Yeah. So hit us up at our Instagram. That was so weird. Hit us up at our Instagram at Rollicode Podcast. I would love to know what like your most memorable ad from like the 90s was, or like what song do you still remember how to sing? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Send it. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for listening to this episode. Hit us up and we'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.